Oh yeah.
Hello my gaming family and welcome to another video. It's been over a month since my last video. Due to some private obligations, I honestly didn't have time to work on new videos, but now I'm in the saddle again. For the first video after a short break, I decided to talk about the game that I mentioned in January last year in this particular video, and it's called Evil West. A few days ago we had a chance to see some new gameplay scenes, and now we have much more information about it, and also we have a release date too. But as always guys, before we continue, it would be great if you could smash that subscribe button. By doing that, you will support growth of this channel and my work in general on the best possible way. So, what are you waiting for? Now, Evil West is an upcoming action third-person shooter developed by Flying Wild Hog and will be published by Focus Entertainment. For all of you that don't know, Flying Wild Hog is the developer that stands behind the Shadow Warrior game series, and as the guy who played those games, I highly recommend to try them if you didn't already, at least while we wait for this game to come out. The setting of Evil West, as the name itself says, is in the old Wild West, and you take a role of badass cowboy who fights not Indians but bloodthirsty monstrosities from hell itself. Guys, I don't know about you, but this game reminds me of Van Helsing a lot, just in different place and different time. Lone cowboy with awesome weapons and powers, fighting a horde of vampires. How awesome is that, right? Anyway, on the official Evil West Steam page, the developer says next: Evil never sleeps, but it bleeds. A dark menace consumes the American frontier. As one of the last agents in a top-secret vampire hunting institute, you're the final line between humanity and the deep-rooted terror that now emerges from the shadows. Rise up to become a Wild West superhero, eradicate the vampire threat and save the United States. In visceral, explosive combat, unleash hell with your firearms, lighting-fueled gauntlet and gadgets. Kill bloodthirsty monstrosities in style as a lone hunter or in co-op with a friend. Explore and fight in a narrative-driven campaign while upgrading your weapons and hunting tools. Unlock new perks to evolve your monster slaying mastery, crafting your own playstyle to defeat the supernatural hordes. So, as I mentioned, a few days ago we had a chance to see 10 minutes of exclusive gameplay, and from what I could see in that video, the game looks like a lot of fun. You as a player will be able to fight all kinds of evil creatures using gun, rifle, flamethrower, awesome looking electrified gauntlet and all that combined with cool moves and combat animations. Not only that you will go through old western towns, but you will find yourself running through some spooky dungeons, rainy forests and some creepy bloody places that literally looks like hell. The Rentier Institute effectively fights vampires since the beginning of 18th century, and their agents operates as undercover monster hunters. When it comes to monsters, you will encounter all kinds of evil creatures, and for some of them we have some descriptions. So, for example, bull hags can grow their own skin, and their intellectual properties are very low, but they are fierce opponents and they usually attack humans in packs. Nagels are ambushers and fast melee attackers. They have a unique ability to avoid small caliber fire, which they will nimbly shadow stab. Also, their howling can improve other Nagel's combat abilities. Leechers are massive enemies who throw themselves into the fray, wielding a huge spiky shield that protects them from most frontal assaults. If their shield is destroyed, Leechers can regenerate their defenses in preparation for another relentless rush attack. Highborns are the strongest and the most powerful of all creatures you will encounter. Their powerful wings allow for devastating aerial strikes, and they can call on swarms of bats to both damage foes and regenerate their own health. As I mentioned, you will fight all enemies with an arsenal of weapons, and their combination is really cool. Gauntlet is a true staple of the Rentier Institute, and it can provide a solid defense. It gives an upper hand in a brawl and is powerful enough to allow its carrier to toss enemies at each other. Also, the update version of this gauntlet can accumulate electrical energy, allowing agents to stun their enemies or simply turn them into ashes. Besides Gauntlet, you will be able to use Revolver, a rifle for perfect long-range precision, and Scorcher, one of the less sophisticated Rentier Institute weapons, which spray flames on enemies. Also, the hidden wiring uses Gauntlet energy to slowly refuel its tank over time. The gameplay we had a chance to see a few days ago showed us enough to be hyped for this game. It's fast, it's brutal, you will be able to destroy your environment, to cut off limbs of your enemies, combine melee attacks with your ranged ones in an amazing combos, and all of that with tons of blood and explosions. While killing enemies, you gain experience for leveling, and with each level you can spend points on upgrades and perks. Upgrades are related to your weapons, so you can upgrade and make more powerful your favorite one, and make it more suitable for your playstyle. When it comes to perks, in this section you'll be able to upgrade your combo moves and make your agent a true killing machine. To be honest with you guys, I'm more sword and magic than gun and rifle guy, and I don't usually play shooter games, but fighting the forces of dark to protect humanity, and all that behind the facade of the Old West, I literally can't wait to play this game. This is something new, something interesting, we don't see this type of setting so often, and I can say that the idea for Evil West is absolutely brilliant. When it comes to release date, the release date is September 20 this year, so it's not that far at all. And that will be it for this video fam. Like I said, after a short break I am back with some interesting games to cover and will give my best to provide you at least one video weekly, maybe even more if I manage. Don't forget to subscribe guys, and if you want to support channel in the long run, consider becoming a Patreon. If you like, of course. All the links are in the description. And as always fam, until next time, see ya and stay cool.